A very good morning to you. I hope you're all good and well. I took myself by surprise.
Yeah, a little bit.
I didn't know what was going to happen to that slide. Good morning. It's 11 o'clock. It's Sunday. It's bank holiday. I hope you're good and I hope you are well. Oh no, I think I'm talking to myself. There we go. I was talking to myself. No one was there. They could hear, but they couldn't see because they didn't press the right button.
It's all right. Button's pressed now.
Button's pressed now. I'll start that all again. Good morning. It's 11 o'clock. I hope you're good. I hope you are. Look who's joined me.
Hello.
From Sewing Street.
I know, I've snuck over.
I'm crossing.
Different room.
Crossing brands. Now I am. Sarah's here from White Gecko. How are you, love?
I'm really well, thank you.
Good,
yeah,
good,
really
good.
well. Sun's back out. It's lovely.
Well, this is the thing. Welcome to my cupboard.
It's a very nice cupboard. It is too.
Welcome to my attic. We're going different today. Different, but in a good way, because we're going soft crafts for the first time ever on this, and we've got loads of wool to give away. But then just think about it: cross-branding. Your wool could be used in your mixed media projects.
Absolutely.
For the prices that you're getting them at now, ridiculous value for money. You've got cap
That's
postage at $4.95 as well across the board. We've got wools, we've got yarns, needles, mystery tote bags, and 3 giveaways. 3 giveaways is what we've got. Just before we do that though, everyone that's in the chat, can you just give me a yes, you can hear me and see me? Kat's not here for the next 2 days, so it's just me and Sarah. So last time we did this, you had a bread knife in the fuse board.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Last time we were left on our own.
Yeah. We probably shouldn't be left on our own, to be honest.
So just let me know you
Take a peeler in somewhere next.
Genuine true story as well. Let me know if you can just see and hear me, and then we'll crack on with the show. Let's do a quick roll call because there's loads of people here. Jack is here saying good morning.
Good morning.
Natalie, morning folks. Liz, good morning. That you've got Karen, hello, and Davis. Good
hello,
morning,
Ellie.
Adam and Sarah. Lisa is in as well. Carol, Ellen, Beverly, Nikki, Nikki Dryer, Toffee Nikki.
Oh, fudge. I need
Fudge.
to buy some of your fudge, missus. All I can think about
boiling
is fudge.
sugar. So she's in and out. So she is.
In full fudge.
That's the last time I had
process.
fudge, when we were all together.
Yeah. I need some of your fudge.
That was a good day. Yes, can see and hear you.
Excellent.
Get in. Let's do this then, shall we? Let's start the show. Right, there is loads to look at. I can show you how much. I have 2 A4 pages. I couldn't even make cue cards because they wouldn't fit.
I did panic a little bit when he was like, how much have you brought? I was like, it's not that much, it's just there's different colourways. It's all good, it's different colourways.
I like a cue card. I printed them off last night and even Molly went, that ain't fitting on a cue card. How many are you going to have? I went, no, I'll just use the papers. Getting comments in as well. So let's do the giveaways and then you can start commenting on that because I know time beats us against all of this. There are 2 giveaways full wool. So if you want to win this one or this one, now I can't say which one you're going to get because they'll just be too random. Oh, I can tell you which one you're going to get. What are we getting first of all?
So you're getting 5 balls of the Stylecraft Fair Isle Effect Arran and 2 patterns. So you've got a pattern which is little hat and mittens, plus I've popped the little vest pattern in there as well.
Oh, yeah.
The largest size of the vest, and it does go up to really large sizes actually, only takes 5 balls. So you could make a whole vest because you've got 5 balls of yarn in there, or bobble hat and mittens only take 1 ball. So you could make 5 sets for Christmas presents. Get ready for Christmas presents.
So we've got the pink and we've got the black, but it's all going into the same bundle and then we'll pick the winner. If you want to go for this, your keyword is wool. W-O-O-L. Simple. I've kept it simple for you. Wool. So if you want to enter the wool giveaway, type the word wool now. You can enter as many times as you want. The more times you enter, the more times you get entered into the draw. So the more times you type wool, singly, press enter, wool, singly, press enter. That's how it works. And then, I've had a new slide made. Oh, he says, don't work. Comment the word win if you want to win everything that's behind.
Oh,
bless you.
Excuse me. Aircon does it every time.
Felt UK man or woman, I don't know, didn't get back to me. And I said the other day I will give away what we were meant to give away last week. So all the pink frog stuff's in there, my stone art's in there, Jenny's, everything is in there from the dreamies that we had last week. So if you want to win that bundle, you type the word win. So type the word win for that, wool for the wool. Couldn't make it any simpler if I tried. You know how to shop by now. Every single item that I'm going to have an item code that will appear down the side of the screen just here. All you simply do is type the word shop and then the comment. From there, we then send you a link that takes you to the HobbyMaker website. If you want to see all the deals in full before I even get there, type the word deals, just the word deals, and that will send you a link to the website where you can see everything that's on there.
Oh, goodness.
all the goodies. If you're on YouTube and watching on YouTube, I've already posted the link for the deal site on YouTube and it's pinned. So just click on that and that'll take you there direct so you can shop directly with us. Right. Questions, queries, worries, woes, get them in. Shall we begin? Yeah. I think we should. So let's start with this one first of all. Shop wheel is what we're looking at with this one. This is nice.
Is this one? The Colorburst?
Colorburst, yes. Shop wheel.
Brilliant. So yeah, these is a new yarn from Stylecraft. It's a double knit. It's a premium acrylic and a polyamide in it. So it is super, super soft. It's really, really, you're sort of like squishy.
It does look at this.
It's really good. There are 5 different colours in it. I've got this little sample. See, I have been kind of busy. Shall I just do this a second?
Yeah.
You can see that it knits up with this really beautiful sort of like ombre stripe with a little bit of a speckle in it. Okay, so I knitted this in type of a scarf. So this first one, this first colour, that is the Stars colour range.
That's nice. Look at that.
Yeah, really, really pretty. And that's just literally stocking stitch, you know, 1 row purl, 1 row a knit. And you can see that it comes up with this really, really pretty mottled effect. 100-gram ball in there. So, you know, you do get a free pattern with any of these ones as well.
Well, that's good.
Okay, so this was a Stylecraft free pattern. It is a crochet pattern that you get free. But obviously you need to use this for crochet. It knits up beautifully as well. It's this little cardigan there, and you've got all your instructions and all in there. Really nice comprehensive pattern. That will be a freebie that even if you buy 1 ball, you get the pattern.
You get that
I think,
as well?
Yeah. The smallest size needs 5 balls for the crochet. The very largest size, which is 52, 54 inch chest, needs 8 balls.
Okay. So not a lot.
Not a ridiculous amount, no.
If you want to get for that one, I'm just trying to get you the link now. People are saying the links aren't working. Of course the links aren't working. Why would they when you're with me?
Shall I just carry on going through the colours?
You come and go through
while you're messing around with that, okay?
I'm going to comment there. I've just put it in now. The link is about to be sent out now.
Fabulous.
So I know that link is working.
Okay, so that was the Stars. That's that beautiful sort of blues with a little bit of apple green in there and lilacs and stuff. The next one is this one here, which is this one, which is called Fireworks. And I really like this sort of like little mottled effect in that one as well. So again, you've got this really pretty colour range. So it starts about there and it goes to about there. Okay, so you're getting all that, or like a muted rainbow really. You've got a little bit of all the colours in there.
Is this one, Firework?
Fireworks, yeah.
Oh no, it's going to be one of these shows, I feel. Like one of these shows. Okay, so that's Fireworks.
Firework.
Then we move on to...
right, so, no, right, you've done wheel, you wanted Catherine wheel first, didn't you?
Oh,
here we did Stars first.
So we did Stars first, so
right,
here we go.
So, Catherine wheel first, that's this one, but down here. So, shop wheel.
Shop wheel.
I thought the wheel was just for all of the star pairs.
No, it's...
We're actual colour.
They're actual individual items.
This is what happens when
but
you
you
get a
seem to
newbie
have,
on,
you seem
see,
to
I
have
mess it
more
all
than
up.
what I have here.
That's a different yarn.
So,
Okay.
go to the deals page.
No, there's another one there.
Oh, there we go. Okay, well, we are there then.
One there.
Oh, they're all just over the shop.
Okay, they're all just over the...
Why keep them together and make it easy for us?
Okay.
Right, let's do first of all...
We'll start with wheel. So that's
let's
this
go with
one
wheel.
Here.
Shop wheel.
Shop wheel.
Is what you're looking at on this one.
Which is, it's actually Catherine wheel, but obviously they've shortened it down to wheel for you. And that's this colourway, which is all these really, it's like a sage green, beautiful peaches, pinks, really, really tiny little bit of blue in there. That's the shop wheel one there.
So that is Shop Wheel. From Shop Wheel, we're going to move to Firework.
Right,
so let's move to the next one.
That
so
was that one there that I was just showing you. So that's Firework, okay, which is this really, really... No, that's Northern Lights. That's Firework. Oh, it's going to be chaos.
That one is your Firework that we're looking at now. You've got the details on the side of the screen as we're looking at. So that is Shop Firework.
Right, those two. Which one do you want next?
Light, I'm guessing it's Northern Lights.
Northern Lights. That's this one.
So if we click this one.
That's this one, which I don't have a little knitted sample for because I run out of time, frankly. So this one, however, you can see is really, really bright in colours and it knits up like that. Didn't you see that on there on the band? It shows you get like a really gentle stripe on that one. Okay, so that's fireworks.
So that's fireworks. From fireworks,
we're
then going to go to
Colorburst, stars.
Stars.
That was the one I showed you first of all. There we go.
Stars is the blue.
That was the blue with that beautiful apple green, little bit of sort of heathery lilac in there as well. Okay.
The best thing is, I can't see what they're actually called either. I can't even see the codes. From there...
We're just going to make this up. Just go to the deals page and they'll all be on there.
The link is there, okay? The link, I have posted the link out. If people in the chat could just keep reposting the link for everyone, the deals link, that may be our easiest way to go. And I also know the shop codes are working because people are buying. So I know that is working as well. So go to the deals page, type in deals, because people are getting through, because I can see the orders coming through now. We are ridiculously busy. From there...
So we found the other one, that is
we want to go to...
Pixels.
Pixels.
And it says pixels on there. We're right. There we go. So this is much more sort of earth tones. Okay, really, really pretty earth tones through there. You've got greens, you've got little bits of sort of like browns and limes and all in there. And it knits up like that little section there. Okay.
So that is your... This is going to be one of them shows, I feel. That is your pixels, okay?
I like to bring the chaos.
So that is your details that you've got on there. Have we had any questions? Anne, love you two together. You really make me laugh and brighten up my day.
Oh,
bless you. Bless you, Anne. Link's still not working. Beverly, it's in between your comments. That link should be working because that's directly from the website. I can get to the website. So it is all working. Sarah Jane is watching.
Yeah.
Sarah Jane, could you... Is that your Sarah Jane?
No, it's not my Sarah Jane. I was going to say, I'd be surprised because my Sarah Jane is in Pembroke at a festival.
Oh, yeah,
she's got no signal.
She's not watching at all.
No.
She's not watching.
But hello, other Sarah Jane. Hi.
Yes, hi, Sarah Jane. I hope you're well. Let me make sure. The link is working. Okay, so... I don't think I'm allowed to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's my phone. Oh, Adam, just be careful now. Just be careful. So the link is there, okay? If you click onto this, it will take you directly to the page. The HobbyMaker link will take you directly to everything that we're showing you. So I know it works. It is all there. Right, from there,
cool.
Let's move to, where do you want to go next?
Right, what's easiest?
Oh, I don't know, we're all over the shop now.
Should we just do those
Let's
now?
do lucky bags.
Yeah.
Let's do lucky bags.
So just to remind you that if you buy one ball of that, you'll get one of those, okay, free of charge.
Also remember as well, if you want to be in the giveaway for wool, so to give away this wool that's here with pattern, you can do that. There's either the red or the black. You type in the word wool, W-O-O-L. Kept it simple, then press enter. I know that's working because loads of people have entered that already.
Are we going to do 2 prizes with that? One for one person, one for the other.
We'll give 2 away for that one. And then if you want to win the goodie bag of crafting merchandise, you've got your Pink Frog papers in there, you've got your Dreamies cards in there as well, you've got your Hemi sprays in there, you've got my pebble art that we did on my live the other day. That's all in there. Type the word win. So type the word win to get into that. So type the word win and wool as many times as you want. The more times you type it, the more chance you've got of winning. From there, lucky bags, details are on the screen. Shop Lucky is what you're looking at for this one. Now, when we say lucky bags, it's just the colour, isn't it? That's going to change.
So these are actually Moda little storage bags. Really, really cute. They were designed for your scraps, for your fabric scraps and stuff. But I actually use mine for wool bags. You know, it's really good for keeping a project there. If you do a centre pull from your ball, you can have them in there and it stays put, it doesn't roll around the floor. I've not got very many of these left. So they were £12.95 each. I think we're doing them at £7. The lucky dip element is what colour you're going to get. Okay, so you can't actually choose which colour. There are 3 colours to choose that I've got: a yellow, a pink one, and then I've got the green one as well. Okay, it will be luck of the draw, whichever one comes out as I'm packing them. Okay, so I couldn't do it where you chose the colour.
Oh no, that's fine. But it's a big old tote though, isn't it?
I've done it as a massive discount for you, which is why it's a lucky dip. So you can get lots in there. You know, if you are a knitter, these are great for keeping your balls of wool in.
Guess who's watching?
Who's watching?
Gail.
Oh, hi, hun.
Morning, Gail.
There we
Lovely.
go. So you can get loads and loads,
Loads
in there. You can get your needles in there as well. You know, really nice just to be keeping by the side of your chair. And like I said, if you do a centre pull as well, you can keep it in there and it will just pull out and not roll all around. You know, it's not too big to carry around with you as well. If you are, you know, you want to take your project in the car with you.
Yeah, that's a good
You're
idea.
being a passenger princess and you want to take your knitting because someone else is driving you around. Really nice, just sit in the the well of the car and you can knit or crochet away. Or if you are, polycraft jewel, as we were saying earlier, they are great for keeping all your scraps in on your sewing basket or your ink pads or anything
That's
at
true.
all.
You can
Just
get loads in there.
They're beautiful heavyweight canvas, nice little handles on them.
To give you a subject to size, obviously mine's a standard iPad, that fits in there perfectly, and there's extra space. But you know the sizes that you're getting with these ones. £7, Shop Lucky. Oh, hello, that's a weird camera angle. There we go. Shop Lucky is what you're getting with this one. So yeah, Shop Lucky or go to that deals page. I know the deals page is working. I've just showed you it's working. When will you do the draw? At the end is when I will do the draw. I will do the draw all at the end. Let's swing back in again. I'll do the draw at the end. But Shop Lucky if you want to get hold of the lucky bags. Where would you like to go next, my lovely?
Should we just go? Oh, we've got,
do you want to do these?
It's all just muddled up.
This is what they do to me. This is what they do to me.
Right, let's do the Knit Me Crochet Me and then we'll do the really, really bargain.
Okay, the Knit Me Crochet Me. Let's do Shop Night first of all.
Okay.
Shop Night is what... There's so many buttons for this.
Nice. There we go.
Shop Night. You tell me about it. We'll do it on the overhead and then I can do the cameras.
There we go. So this is a range from Starcraft called Knit Me Crochet Me. It's a double knitting yarn and it's exactly what it says on the label. It's designed to be a perfect yarn to knit or crochet. It's really, really beautiful. It has got a little bit of wool in it. It's 80% premium acrylic and then 20% wool. These are 100 grams, these swirls, and you've got 290 meters on each one.
That's a lot.
That is a lot, yeah. I don't know if you can see that little design there. This is the night one. And it's like a navy, but then you get this beautiful little ombre, sort of like rainbow. You know, almost like oil on, when you see oil on the road, you get that little shine across the black. It comes up, it knits beautifully. I did a blanket for my grandson when he was born, my youngest one, and in this one, and it's stunning. It was so lovely to knit with. I just did a really simple guard stitch, corner to corner yarn blanket, and it knitted like a dream. And
check out the price.
Yeah.
£4.50. This is the time to stock up because obviously you're paying cap postage, £4.95. £4.95 postage. These cameras are all over the shop. I don't know what I've pressed. Because what we don't see is there's an L here.
They got...
So all the details are here. That's why this. But I'll tell you why this bust is there. Because if I go past that, you can't see me. So
like you stop your barrier.
That's my stopping point on that camera.
Field.
Yeah, I know that's under the L. So if I can get to here, then I know I can't go any further. Shop £4.50. Cap postage of £4.95. So it's worth taking a few. Take a few of these, go to that deals page. Can people start posting that link so people can get to that deals page for me? I'll do it again in a minute. But go to that deals page and have a look. We've got needles on the show as well. So if you want to get starting into crochet, into knitting, this is the way to go. And I'm not just saying, and I've said it for years, you only bring us quality.
Yeah, absolutely.
You only bring quality on every show, whether it be Moda, whether it be through wool. It's the best of the best. So don't look at the price and think, oh, it's not going to work right. It's not going to look the same.
I mean, and Starcraft as well. All the wools that I've brought are all Starcraft. You know, they're such a well-known brand. They knit and crochet up beautifully, and they are really, really good quality. The fact that these have got a little bit of wool in them as well. You know, people like that sustainability of wool too. It just it gives it that more slightly luxurious feel. Yeah, really, really
absolutely beautiful. So we've done
night.
We've done night.
Yeah.
If I click, I've worked out. If I click this will take us to star.
No, star was
the other one.
On that one.
I'm sure Kat does this on purpose. I'm sure she does it on purpose to make me look like a fool.
Right, okay, so where are we?
So we're on start, where we go, Stylecraft, Knit Me. So Knit Me, we could do the...
I've got Spectral or Aura.
Should we do Spectral?
Yeah.
Aura's next, so let's do Spectral. Let's go camera 3.
Right, so Spectral is, again, you've got this navy background. No, because I'll stop giggling and then it won't stop.
I'm sure they do. Sabotage, I'm sure
I don't
it is.
get why there's one in the list down here and it's not the two.
And that's the poll. That's how it is on my list.
Yeah, why is that one up there, not with them? It's not his fault.
It's not my fault.
It's not his fault.
It's the list's fault. This is how they get inputted into the system. It's nothing to do with me.
Right. So this one, it's got a navy background. You've got a definite, more of a definite stripe in this one. Where the Knights, it's a very gentle sort of one. This one, you've got a more definite stripe, and it's sort of these. You've got mauves in there. You've got dip, sort of like that Cadbury's purpley colour. You've got like a mint green through to almost a teal and all in there. Really, really pretty. 100 grams. Loads and loads of things you can do with that one. So that is the Spectral.
That's the Spectral, and,
Yeah,
then,
and then
if we go there and we go there...
Rainbow?
No, what's this? The Knit Me. Oh no, this is the...
Oh, no. What's this one?
This one.
Or Aurora. There we go.
I think. Yes.
Aurora, yeah. Yeah, there we go. This one is a grey background, and it's actually got sort of like heathers and really sort of forest greens and sages in there. Hopefully you can see those sort of colours. Really very earthy, really, really pretty. And I know we don't necessarily think about wool now going into summer, but if you want to make stuff for Christmas, you've got to start now.
Yeah, you've got to start now because it takes a while.
You know, things like if you're going to be making presents, knitting presents, hats and things like that, gloves or scarves and whatever, or shawls. Shawls are really big at the moment, the V shawls to wear. You've got to start now to get your presents done for Christmas. So that, I think, is perfect sort of autumnal colour. That's the Aurora one.
£4.50. Shop Aurora. If you can't spell on this show, I can only apologise. The other one, Shop Aurora, it should just be about here, is where you're looking at. This is where you will find it just here. Type that in exactly as it is. That will make a virtual basket for you. The deal page is working as well. Loads of you have gone over to the deals page to shop that way. Shop whichever way you want, whichever's easiest for you. Remember, there are 2 competitions as well. If you want to get the wool giveaway, type in the word wool. Now, remember, you can enter as many times as you want. Just keep typing that word wool and pressing enter, or type the word win. Comment the word win to win the bundle that is currently behind me at the moment. One lucky person didn't want it. They didn't get back in touch with us, so we're giving it away again. I know. How dare
Why would you not want
Why would you not? Why would you enter and then not give me your details? So I'm giving it away again. They had till the end, and Kat hasn't told me otherwise. So if you have been in touch and said yes, it's
You're
me.
in trouble.
Kat's in trouble because no one's messaged me, and I'm giving it away again. So I've checked the email, so there's nothing on there, and I've had no messages. So I'm going to give it away. Right, where are we going now?
Right, so this is the Stylecraft Fair Isle effect. So we're going to start there, I think.
Okay,
1, 2, 3,
£2.99.
Yeah, so this is the deal that I brought you today.
Okay.
So this is an Arran weight wool. You're getting 100 gram balls. It's normally £4.75 a ball. I'm doing it at £2.99. Okay, and this is it's a magic wool, frankly.
We're starting with Ochran.
Orkney.
Orkney. That makes sense. I'll change it to Orkney. There we go. We'll change it to Orkney.
I was going to say they're all Scottish names, so it's
we'll put it on
Orkney.
There we go.
So Orkney is
That's beautiful.
It is really, really beautiful. This one. All of these yarns will come with a free pattern. This is a Stylecraft giveaway. The pattern comes with any. So if you order 5 of these, I'm not going to send you 5 of the one pattern. Just just a thing. I'll only put one pattern in, whether you order 1 ball or 5 balls. Okay, but from 1 ball you can make. And the lovely Anne, who's watching, these are her little makes. She made the little Benny hat. Okay.
I'll zoom out.
Good, like that. You can see it's really stretchy, really, really lovely. That was Anne's version. I did that one in the Barra, which is the blue one. Yeah, really, really nice. And then you can make the wristlets as well. Okay, so again, the pattern is there. It's a freebie. It goes with it. The Orkney knits up. If you do straight, just normal stocking stitch, looks like this. Okay, can you see? You get that beautiful Fair Isle effect. The wool does that for you, okay? You don't have to do anything else. You literally just stocking stitch it, and the wool, there we go, like that. You can see creates this really lovely Fair Isle effect.
That's nice.
You'll see that's in the blue, which we'll see in a minute. But this is the Orkney one, which is the green.
So if you want to go for it, shop Orkney. The details are on the screen at the moment. Go for this. This is look once again. Look at the price, people. Look at the price. I like it. I may skip swapping.
This is a thing. I do not wear hats ever.
Neither do I, because I look a bit like a fool.
I look ridiculous in a hat.
So do I, though. Look at us.
It doesn't work.
We look like something from Crossroads.
Oh, see, I grew up just around the corner where the hotel that was filmed in.
Really?
Yeah. So the hotel, it used to be called the Golden Valley Hotel, in Cheltenham, and it's literally, we could see it from our house, and that's where Crossroads was filmed.
No celebrity. You need to put your glasses on there.
Put my glasses
put
back
shades back on. There you go.
Shame of wearing them.
I'm not. People will screenshot that forever. That's the problem of being on Facebook. They can screenshot on telly. There's no real way of screenshotting anything.
Sean manages to do that. So Sean's the third Gecko, and she always does our socials.
True.
She always gets me in like mid-gurn. Like that. She manages to get
many
it.
times we've been there.
Like, why?
Out of all the
why
shots.
do you do that?
Before we move on, let's quickly talk about Gecko, because I've just realised you've never been on the HobbyMaker. You've been on the Sewing Streets.
Yes, absolutely.
You've done other channels as
We
well.
have
That's where we
indeed,
go back from. So who are the White Geckos?
So there's myself and Sarah Jane and Sean. We have been, so White Gecko has been around for 15 years now.
Okay.
So
Oh,
Sean and I used to work together at Cardiff City Stadium, and we started doing craft shows. There wasn't one in Cardiff, so we started organising one. When we both left that job, we went to other jobs, and then decided that we really, really wanted to open a shop. We wanted to open a craft shop. I've known Sarah Jane for 25 years now, and she came on board when we opened the Craft Lounge, which is in Dinas Powys, which is between Cardiff and Barry.
It is indeed.
Home of Gavin and Stacey.
It's just there. So there is a real shop. So if you're going that way,
Yeah,
there is a
bricks and
real
mortar.
shop that you can pop into. You're all over the socials.
Yeah, we can't get rid of us. We're everywhere.
Love a good what's in the box.
Everyone loves a what's in a box.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go through. There was a massive haul the other day.
Yeah, there was.
A massive haul. It's basically just going through somebody else's post. Is more or less what we do.
Yeah.
But live.
Oh, they love it though. I mean, you guys love it. You know, we get a big delivery, we'll do a what's in a box.
And all you hear is Sarah Jane going, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's all you ever hear. That's all you hear from the back of camera.
She's always tends to be the one filming.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's a nice one.
And they just go through all the new fabric that's coming in to the shops. But go and check them out. White Gecko Lounge.
White Gecko Craft Lounge. Yeah.
Go and find
on
them.
all the socials.
Go and like them, then all their lives will come up as well. Because you do loads of lives.
We do, yeah. We do 3 a week, unless we're away at a show or something, like we were at Malvern last week. But we always do 3 a week, which is a free class. You can join in. They go on our YouTube. Yeah, it's all good fun. We're everywhere.
They are everywhere. Go and check them out, because they've got there's free classes. That's more or less where I was getting to. Yeah. There are free classes. So if you are a soft crafter, maybe not a knitter, but you're a soft crafter in the world of your fabrics and things like that, go and check them out, because there is loads out there that White Gecko do. And once again, it's only quality that they bring you again and again and again. Right.
Okay.
We did that because I just wanted a little rest from this machine before I threw it across the room. Now, where are we going next?
Right, so we've done Orkney.
We've done Orkney, check.
Barra.
Not many of them either. Not many of the Orkney. Let's do Barra.
Barra.
Up next.
Barra is
I'll
the
swap
blue.
to 3.
So this is the really, really beautiful denims, okay? That's what I did my little hat in. Now, I actually, this is what they call like a fisherman's rib. It's really, really lovely. It makes a really good stretch. That's part of the free pattern.
Just quickly, Beverly Lovely, Beverly Parkins. What a name, Beverly Sanders Parkins.
Oh,
how does the orders work? Typed Orkney in the comments, but nothing happened. You have to type the word shop before it. So shop, space, then Orkney. Okay. Shop, space, and then Orkney. So it's comment the keyword displayed on the screen that reserves your product. You will then receive a direct message with a link to your basket. You have to type that word shop first, though. Follow the link and go to your basket to check out, and then continue shopping throughout the day. It is also then capped postage of $4.95. So I hope that makes sense. So type the word shop that you've got in there. Sorry, I chipped in there.
No, it's fine. So what we're talking about Barra, which is the denim one. It's really, really beautiful. You've got navies. This looks really light here, but you can see that it's just how the ball's spun. This is the bit that does this here, and then it goes into these sort of like deeper denim-y blues into a dark navy and then back through. Okay, that is also, if you can see on this little pattern, like this, that's what, when that's knitted up, just in the stocking stitch, you get that really beautiful Fair Isle effect.
But it makes you look cleverer than you are.
It really does.
It genuinely makes you look cleverer than you actually are. Like, you've actually changed the wool and you've put stitches.
You've done all these beautiful patterns. It's just stocking stitch. It's really, really easy.
Just the wool that's doing it all for you. So you've only got that shop Barra is what we're looking at. So shop Barra for that one. So that's shop Barra. Shall we then shop Bute?
Bute is the bright red one.
This one.
Yep. So you've got. Got it.
Got it. Just the next
Excellent.
button. I think it messes up from here on in. I'm not going to lie.
So this again, it works in exactly the same way as the other ones, but it's all these beautiful, beautiful reds. So you've got a really deep burgundy, a proper Christmas red, a sort of a scarlet in there, through to a little bits of pink and all in there. Really, really pretty. And again, you've got that really strong Fair Isle effect, which looks like I mean, anyone who's knitted, if you've ever done colour work or Fair Isle, you'll know that it's, you've got to carry all those little balls of yarn right through to create the patterns. You don't need to with this. Really super simple to do.
Very Christmassy. Very Christmas Scandi jumper-esque, I feel, with this one.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, if you're doing Christmas
just from
jumpers.
looking on the side that you've got on there, especially with the blues and stuff that you've got running through. Once again, check out the price.
Yeah.
Check out the price, $2.99. Plus your cat poses, shop a couple of balls. Yeah. Even if you don't use it now. Maybe you're going to use it for hampers and things like that. Maybe you're going to go down that route with it. For these prices, the first time we've done soft crafts on Craft O'Clock, we are going to be doing more of these as well. But get involved now. A few questions that are in. Nikki says, I'm at a wedding just a few miles from the shop in June. So I am excited to visit.
Please do.
Which also means you get fudge.
Oh, excellent.
Just going to, I don't know if you'll get fudge. I've just thrown that in there, but I'm assuming you will.
He's promised me fudge now.
Maria, love the hat, Adam. Get ahead with a hat. It's true. It's what you need to do. Lisa says, Adam, can you knit or crochet? I can knit. I knitted Molly a scarf for school in black.
Nice. Oh, that's true love. That is knitting in black. You ask any knitters.
Really?
Knitting in black. You've got to love someone to knit in black because you can't see the stitches very well.
That's why it took so long.
Yeah. It's not easy knitting in black.
No, so, but I did a black scarf. I did all that. So yeah, I can knit, but I can't knit jumpers. I can do one stitch.
Okay.
That's it.
Just garter stitch backwards and forwards.
Is that the one where you go through the front and wrap it round? Yeah. That's all I can do. I can't purl. I can't do any of those. I can cast on. I can't cast off. My nan has to cast off for me. I have to bring it here to Birmingham for my nan to cast off and then finish it for me. But yeah, I can knit the basics. I don't do anything with it though.
It's really good. It's such a mindful thing, knitting.
I find it quite therapeutic.
It's been scientifically proven now that knitting in particular, not necessarily crochet, but knitting, reduces your blood pressure. Because it's something to do with the rhythmical nature of it and the sound of the needles.
Oh, actually, the clinking.
Yeah, it helps like reduce your blood pressure. So.
And what was we talking about only last week? That the side of the brain that you craft with is the same side that you use for anxiety and worry. That's why when you craft or you and things like this, you can't do both because the side of the brain can't do both two things at the same time. So one half of your brain is for worry and anxiety, but when you craft or do something mindful, it calms you down because the brain can't concentrate on what you were worried about because it has to concentrate on the craft and do that. I'm not a scientist, but I did hear it on the radio once upon a time, and I know it's true. It is true, and that's why they say it's so therapeutic because of the sides of the brain that you got in here. Keep your questions coming in as well. Beverly, I hope you sorted out your shop issue. Be good to know if you did. From there, let's see what happens when I press this button. We are moving on to the Mole.
Mole is your black and white version, okay? So again, this, I don't know if I've said, this is an Arran weight yarn. This is Arran weight rather than double knit, okay? So it's slightly thicker than double knit. It obviously tells you on the back what size needles and all to do, although we have got some needles that you can have a little look at. And again, it gives you that really nice Fair Isle effect You can see it was in the shop. It was £4.75. You guys are getting it at £2.99.
Well, you are £2.99.
Yeah. So what's that? £1.70. Yeah, £1.75 saving.
And capped postage on
Yeah.
top of that as well. If you want to go for this one, Shop Mole is what you're looking at on here. Joy said, "You'll know Tom Daly then." I can swim. I can swim.
Can you throw yourself off a 10-metre diving board though?
I possibly could,
I could,
but I'd be very, very scared. I used to go rock diving when we used to live in, I say live, well, I did live, in Turkey. So we'd hire a boat for the day and they'd take you to these little shores.
Yeah.
And then you climb all the way up and you go, no, I'm not doing that, I'm climbing all the way down again. But what they'd make you do is throw your flip-flops off. So once you threw your flip-flops off, you ain't climbing down because them rocks are sharp.
Yeah.
So the only way in...
I've got some really, really cute footage of my older kids, my older boys. When we were in Kefalonia 18 months ago, we had a villa. My husband and I really love our house. It was lovely. I had all the family there. It had like a little private beach. Well, they said it had a private beach, but it was basically rocks.
Oh.
So, but I've got videos of the boys like cycling themselves up because they're all they're really good swimmers, competent swimmers. But it was quite a big drop, and I'm like, I can't watch.
It's scary.
And they were, and once they'd done it once, they were fine. They're like, yeah, and they would then competitions because they're very competitive, very, very competitive. But as a parent, my stomach was like, no. There's my nephews and my sons.
Once you've done it once, it was fine. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I was like, not a chance. I'm not doing that.
No. Where are we moving to?
So last one then should be Arran, Colorburst. It's all the way, Fair Isle.
There he is.
There it is.
There,
See,
of course it is. Why would it be all the way there?
No, for you.
Let's go to camera 3.
So, last one, it's obviously exactly the same yarn, 100 grams in the Fair Isle effect, but this time it's Arran, which is ARRAN. Obviously, they're all named after Scottish places, and this is all those really, really pretty pinks. You've got deeper pinks in there as well. You've got right through to sort of like dusky colours. Again, really, really sweet. And I think that's one of the ones, yes, that one and the black one. They're the ones that were done as the giveaway. Okay, so in the giveaway, you'll get 5 balls of that one and 5 balls in that one in the other kit, along with obviously your free pattern. And I've put in one of the vest patterns as well. Okay, so you've got enough in the, if you want to have a go at winning them, you've got all of that, enough in both of them in the 2 colours.
If you want to go from the details are on the side of your screen. Beverly, lovely. I've sent you a link. It's under Liam Dickinson. I don't know why. But Liam sent you the link so you can go direct to the page, to the deals page and shop. It is working. I've just tried it on my phone as well while you were over there. What else we got here?
Comments, questions?
In the hat, you could do anything. It's true. Maybe this is where I'm going wrong.
I don't think you're getting the hat back, love.
No, you're not. This is very warm as well. Jill, I don't understand why you have to enter the competitions as many times as you like when other shows only once. Because I've changed the settings. That's why. I've tweaked with the settings because there's nobody here, so you can enter as many times as you want rather than the once. The other one, like, yeah, you know me by now. I do what I want.
More chances to win.
More chances to win.
Type in, more chances you've got to win.
This is why I do it. Rackie says, when the husband rings and you get kicked out of... so she must have been watching and husband rang her. Keep trying, we're here.
Go on the deals page. Get the link for the deals page.
I've just posted it on again. Follow Liam. Gail says, loving the hat. Thanks. Why are people typing wool? I will tell you why people are typing wool, because we have a giveaway for wool and we have a giveaway, just a normal Craft O'Clock giveaway. So if you want to win one of the wool bundles that we have here, okay, type the word wool. W-O-O-L. That's quite hard to spell once you've said the word wool.
Yeah.
Once you
it's
say it.
W, isn't it?
W-O-O-L.
Yeah.
It's very hard to say and talk. Shout the word wool. W-O-O-L. Yeah, no, you want to say double L.
Yeah.
It's not. That's why they're typing wool, because these are giveaways as well. So this is 2 giveaways. We'll give away the black and we'll give away the red. So there they are. Okay, so we're going to give away, that's why they're typing wool. And if you type the word win like normal, someone didn't win the goodie bag from last week, so I rolled it over to today, so I'm going to give that away as well. And so far, nearly 150 of you are in the across both of them. So type the word wool and type the word win. Is where you're going to go. Where should we go next? Needles, patterns.
I've got one pattern. Yeah.
Let's do patterns.
So,
go camera 3.
Just there.
Fabulous. Shop vest.
Shop vest. So obviously you get your free pattern with any of the Fair Isle yarns, that's there. But if you want to make an actual garment rather than just hat and gloves, we have got one of the patterns available, which is the little vest. These are super on trend at the moment. Actually really good for going into that autumn, you know, where you just need something. You don't necessarily want a cardi or a full-on jumper, and they're very, very on trend at the moment. They're all in the shops, at the, you know, everywhere, and it just uses that Fair Isle effect. So you can buy the pattern by itself. It will knit up to any Arran wool.
Okay.
So if you don't necessarily like these ones, that's fine. I think they're a bargain, but that's absolutely fine. But if you like the pattern and you maybe have Arran wool in your stash, this will knit up to any Arran pattern. Obviously, you won't get that, you know, it'll just be whatever your wool is, but it goes up to larger sizes. So it starts at a 32, 34 inch chest and goes up to a 48, 50 inch chest. You need 4 balls for the 3 smaller sizes and 5 balls for the bigger sizes, which is why we've put put 5 into the giveaway for you. You do need 5mm needles and 4.5mm needles. So we have got these coming up next as well. We'll do those in a second. And yeah, it's very, very simple. You've not only got the 2 versions of the vest, you've got a round neck and a V-neck. You've also got the little snood that she's wearing there, okay, which only takes 1 ball.
Oh, there you go.
So
look.
You've got 3 patterns in one on that one as well.
If you want to go for that, the deals are on the side of the screen at the moment. $3.50 is what you're looking at. Chop vest. So shop vest is where you're going with that one. Then, should we move on to needles?
Yes.
Let's do the...
We'll find them.
I'm going to throw this whole piece in the bin. They're at the bottom somewhere. Should we do the White Gecko Pony Classics 30cm by 4.5 centimetres?
Yes. Yeah.
Let's do those.
Yep. So pretty standard aluminium classic knitting needles. You may already have these in your stash, but you know, it's sometimes
Oh, sorry,
if you're anything like me, I can find one and I can never find the other one, and I can never find the other one that I need. The amount of times I've then rebought needles and then I immediately find the right one.
That's always true. I'm with you on that one.
Obviously for Arran weight, you're going to use a 4.5 for your rib, and then for your main stocking stitch, the rest of the garment, you're going to use a 5mm, which is, I think, what's old school? What's old school? Because they've all gone to mils now. I can never remember. Let me have a little look in here. So 5 is UK 6, and 4.5 is UK 8, I think, or 9. 9. 6 and 9. 6 and 7. 6 and 7, sorry. 6 and 7. So yeah, just really useful having your stash. Actually, there's something, if you guys maybe haven't knitted before, or you've knitted a little bit and don't necessarily think, oh, I fancy doing something else, we actually, which I'll put a link to it on our Facebook page.
Okay.
We've got a free learn to knit, learn to crochet little leaflet thing, which Starcraft gave us years and years ago, and it's all like pictures, and it shows you how to do, obviously general garter stitch, casting on, casting off, rib, and all that kind of thing with pictures. But I'll put a little link to the PDF up when I get home later on our Facebook page, White Gecko Craft Lounge, and you can just download that for free. So it's one of those things. A lot of you will have been taught to, like I was taught to knit by my gran when I was this high. I was a very boring teenager. I did a lot of knitting and crocheting until I was about 15, and different story. But I made all those do you know the Jean Greenhouse scarecrows? No.
Do you know the Jean House? Let me know now.
Greenhouse, her name was. She did all these beautiful toy patterns. They were like scarecrows, and it had like a little robin on it, and there was a man and a female, and then she did she's a really famous knitting designer.
I probably do know the one with the little robin on his shoulder.
Yeah, and his little hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't knit one, obviously, but I think I know of them.
Knitted lots of those as a child. That's where I started. It's where I started my crafting journey, actually, was, talking about the journey, is knitting and crocheting. I hate that.
We love the journey. Oh, I'll let you into a secret. If a presenter is ever filling for time, they will talk about the journey. The journey is how you got from one... So where did you go on this journey?
Yeah.
Take me on a journey. It's a load of codswallop. I'm not going to
just
lie.
filler.
It's fill. Everyone does it. You watch all the lives. I'm going to take you on a journey. You're not. What you're doing is you're just taking me through product to product to product and making me buy more. So let's take you on a journey because you're going to need needles before you buy the wool so you can do them. But maybe you're not a knitter. Maybe you're a crocheter. Maybe you want to start your crochet journey today with a crochet hook. This is going to come back and bite you massively.
It really is.
It really is. In a few weeks' time when they remember all this. Maybe you want to get a crochet hook though. Someone asked, and I can't remember who, do we do crochet patterns today? Joyce, no, there's no patterns, are there?
There's a free pattern with the Colorburst, which is crochet.
With the Colorburst?
Any of the Colorburst yarns, the free pattern that comes with it is a crochet pattern, not a knitting pattern, which is why I put a 4 mil hook in, because that's what you need for it. It's a really lovely little cardigan pattern in there. We do lots of crochet patterns though, which you can look at on White Gecko directly, or drop us a message and I can point you in the right direction for things. We rarely do knitting lives because it's very hard to do a knitting live, but myself and Sarah Jane do a lot of crochet lives on White Gecko Craft Lounge on our Facebook lives, so because you can do lots of little fun things, amigurumi and all that kind of stuff. So.
Go and check them out, there's loads on there. They did a full 12-hour shift at one point doing a live.
Oh yeah, we do our charity ones once a year, normally in January, 12 hours live. How many projects can we finish?
I was there.
Yep.
I was there. I appeared at the start. I was meant to appear at the end, but we didn't want to close the signal again.
Yeah,
so
we kept losing the signal. It was a
but
nightmare.
I was there. Questions though.
Yeah.
We have Gail's mom used to make the things.
You know what I mean then, Gail? Fabulous.
Gail's all over it.
I am remembering right.
If you don't know Gail as well, go and watch Gail on Sewing Street. I'm trying to get her into the cupboard. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean.
I told her she had to come in the cupboard.
Yeah, come up to the cupboard, Gail. Next time you're down, I saw her the other day and away from big windows, which are really off-putting.
But I just saw them the first time I saw the windows.
Oh, looking down.
I normally just go into the studio, and I can occasionally see people.
We'll go that way.
I was like, oh.
We'll go that way out so you can look at all the studio. I just end up waving to them. Debbie Shorter's in there tomorrow.
Is she?
I've been told. I've been ordered to go and say hello, but she's on air. She was like, make sure you come in and say hello. I was like, you're presenting.
Yeah, how am I?
How does that work?
How's that going to work?
I can't just wander in. Maybe I can, it's bank holiday. Other questions that we had was, there was one about sizes here, somewhere I've just read it. They were wonderful. Oh, I think they're talking about the animals.
Yeah, they were really cute, weren't
Maureen,
they?
I have a lot of books and knitting some scarecrow people. Nice.
Cute.
Sandra, sorry, Sarah, never be sorry. I miss what size the vest pattern goes up to. Love White Gecko, she says. Loving that one. Wendy says, I have to got the book and pattern and...
I've knitted lots. The
and
Jean Green
lots.
hand
Oh, there you go.
See?
Sorry, it's
It wasn't
me.
just me. I'm glad of that.
It's
so
me. Gail still got hers in a cupboard. Right, pattern sizes.
The pattern goes up to, starts at a 32 to 34 inch, goes up to a 48 to 50 inch. Okay, so they're really good sizes on the little vest pattern.
There you go. The subtitle said cod swallows. What for? What would we say? Yeah, if you watch on YouTube, we have subtitles.
Oh yeah, we have them on Facebook sometimes, and
very off-putting.
When I go full Gloucester, sometimes they don't recognise what I'm saying.
Inaudible. Gail says she'll come up to the cupboard. We'll book you in. We'll book you in for the cupboard. Sandra says, always watch the charity sew-alongs. A good giggle for a great cause. Very, very true. Jackie says, sorry for a stupid question. No question is a stupid question, Jackie. What is the difference between knitting and crochet, please? Good question.
Yeah.
Except for needles. So except for the needles, because obviously that's a given.
Yeah. Obviously knitting is done with 2 pins, 2 needles. Crochet is done with a hook. Crochet is much more yarn hungry. It's wool hungry.
I'll put the hook on the L.
It uses a lot more than it does with knitting. It's really style than anything. I mean, crochet is faster, much faster. I find it a lot faster. It grows quicker, but it's much more used for like blankets, and it is used for more items of clothing now. But traditionally, it's more blankets and homewares with crochet, where knitting is more clothing.
What's easier?
Oh.
See, I would say, now this is a massive, and it all depends on you, I think.
Yeah.
I would say knitting for me is easier because I can't get tension with crochet.
Right.
And all I can do is want one of these long I
chains.
can't really understand, you put it in, you wrap that. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just me and the way I've been taught.
How long have we got?
We've got 10 minutes.
Demo?
Yeah, we've got 10 minutes.
Let me
We'll do
grab some bits.
So, it's entirely up to you. Let's see. Jackie, let's have a go. Jackie, do you do one or the other? Do you crochet or do you knit? If you go on.
I was going to say, I think knitters find it, if you've been knitting for years,
It's hard to crochet.
They find it harder to switch to crochet, but crocheters tend to pick up knitting quickly. You know, do you know what I mean? It's
tension, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I think with crochet, because the wool's in the opposite hand, although it doesn't matter, because our lovely Lindy Lou, who I was talking about earlier, she was a knitter for years and years and years. When we opened the shop, I taught her to crochet, and she always kept the wool in her right hand and threw it like she was knitting, but she created the most beautiful crochet things. So there is, as we all say, there's no craft police. If it works for you and you're getting the tension, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine.
Who's knocking? Hello?
Well, somebody wanted to get in the attic.
Gail says crochet. That's scary though, isn't it, when someone's just knocking and there's only us two here. Gail says crochet is easier than, it's because it's just one stitch. That's true, you've only got to learn one thing. Sandra says, struggle with crochet, much prefer knitting. It's horses for courses, I think. Nope, can't do either. My sister gave up helping me, told me I was rubbish. No, we're going to change this now, right?
Absolutely.
I'm going to swap to camera 3.
I think we worked out that I have taught about 1,000 people to crochet.
Oh my word.
In all the different classes that we've done. I've only ever had 2 failures. One of them was a 93-year-old lady who was being brought by a carer to learn to crochet, and she really didn't want to do it. She just didn't want to do it. It's just one of my failures. She didn't want to do it. And at 93, frankly, if you don't want to learn something new, you don't have to.
It's not worth it.
The other one was a dear friend of mine, Marilyn, who it didn't matter what I did, how I tried to teach her. We tried and tried and tried. She just couldn't get it. But out of 1,000 people, they're the only 2 people I've never taught to crochet. Well, so
we're going to teach you now.
Easy.
Now,
right.
do you want to go on the overhead or do you want to go on that shot there, which is camera 2?
Should we, overhead, I reckon, is
overhead,
probably better.
That one?
Yeah, that
Let's
one
do
there.
that one then.
Okay. So we're going to start with a real simple slip knot. Okay, like
We've
that.
inspired someone to get back into knitting.
Ah, amazing.
Marina Mags, she's been inspired.
Keep your slip knot nice and loose on there, okay? And we're going to start really simply with a chain stitch, okay? So a lot of people start out with granny squares. If you've never crocheted before, start with a granny. It teaches you the stitches that you need to learn, and it's a nice, easy, and you could just keep going and going. It doesn't have to be granny squares and they're sewn together. You can just keep going and going and going. Make a blanket. Get that stitch stuck in your head, okay? So I've got a little slip stitch on there, like that. Now, how you wrap the wool round your fingers, you will find your own way of doing it. I'm really simple. I literally just trap it between those first 2 fingers, and I'm working into this space here, okay? You want the hook to do all the work, all right? So you want to make sure that your hook is really mobile, and that's the bit that's doing the work. So I'm going to wrap my wool back to front like that, so the wool's coming over the top of the hook. I don't know if you can see, the hook is on the top here. It's facing me, okay? I'm going to just pull that through that stitch like that. I'm going to wrap again, and I'm going to pull through. And I'm keeping the stitches really quite loose. Don't pull this yarn really tight, because A, it won't stay mobile along the hook, but it also, it'd be really hard to stitch into later. Okay, so we're just going to put 6 on there for now.
Okay.
So that's 3, 4, and can you see I'm kind of anchoring this down here as well with my fingers for now. 5 and 6. You can buy these really lovely like tension rings and all. You know, you grab, if they help, get them. I've never personally needed one, but they are brilliant if you struggle with tension. Once I've done that, those little 6 chains, now I could have done a magic ring, but I'm not going to complicate it. We're just going to do it with a chain to start with. Done 6 chains. I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to insert it back into that beginning bit there. Okay, that beginning chain.
Zoom in.
Yeah, zoom in. Here we go. Fabulous. So I've got my 6 little chains like that, and I'm going to insert my hook back into the first one, just the top little bit there. Wrap my yarn, and I'm going to pull it through both of them. like that. And what I've got then is a little tiny little circle, okay? And that's my basis for everything. Now, I need each stitch, we're just going to do trebles. Now, be careful, if you're looking at patterns, American patterns, I'm going to do 2 chains just for a moment to get the height. Okay. Like that. American patterns, what we call a treble, they call a double. And what we call a double crochet, they call a single. So when you look, if you are, you know, it's one of the few problems that people get with crochet, they get a pattern, it happens to be American and all the stitches are different. Not wrong, just different. So just be warned of that. So a treble stitch, which is the one that's kind of the basis for everything. You're going to wrap the yarn round, so I've got 2 on my hook. I'm going to insert it into the centre there, and can you see I'm still holding that, I'm anchoring it, and pull through. Okay, wrap again. So I've got 4 loops on my hook. You see it's 1 there, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to pull through the first 2, wrap again, pull through the second 2, and that's a treble. Okay, now these ones are acting as my first stitch, that's my second stitch, I'm going to do that again. So wrap, in, and wrap and pull through. There's my 3. Wrap, pull through 2, and then wrap and pull through another 2. And that's my first little set of stitches. I'm going to chain 2, 1 and 2. And then I'm going to do another 3 trebles. So wrap, in, pull up, 3 on my hook, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, pull through 2. And you can see I'm using my finger and my thumb to kind of hold this in place. While you've got a tiny little piece to work on, you need to kind of anchor it. Okay, so wrap through, and you will find your own way of doing this. It is just practice. Okay, the more you do it, the more fluid this will come. Sarah makes me laugh. We call it her ET finger, because as she's crocheting, this finger gets further and further and further away, like that, and she ends up doing this. And I'll go, put your ET finger away, and she's like, oh, okay. And then it gets further and further and further away as she's doing it. There we go. So then I've done another little 3, so that's a little cluster of 3 there. I'm going to wrap 2.
Hannah says, when you insert it in, which part of the stitch do you go into? That's what I've never been sure about.
Right, okay. Well, I'm just going to ignore that for a second. I'll show you. I've got a nice close-up here.
Right, do you want me to go closer?
Yeah, if you
right,
go
hang
a
on
bit
then. So if I press
again.
that and then we go in,
Okay.
but you might have to watch my screen and then I'll auto focus it.
There we go. There we go, that's perfect. Can you see these little V shapes on the top of the stitches there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now normally, when we're doing a row, we would insert our hook underneath both parts of that V there. Okay. So actually, let me just turn this and I'll do that. Oh, okay. Really quickly.
No, it's fine. We can do this.
That. Okay. So I would insert my hook under both parts. So both parts of the V there. That's the hole that you're going into. Pull through and then do my stitch. Sometimes it'll say front loop, sometimes it'll say back loop. So front loop is this part here that's nearest to us. Back part is that bit there. So that's the front loop and that's the back loop. Now on a normal stitch you go under both. Sometimes in your pattern it'll say front loop and you just go through this front piece, or it'll say back loop and it'll just go through that back piece. Hopefully that is...
There you go.
That's a really good close-up.
It's a good close-up, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Really quick
thank you.
little overview.
That's that camera shot now for the next couple of days till I work out how to zoom out. Right, giveaway time. Jackie says, I read that wrong, start off. I have to say I'm a hooker rather than a knitter.
Absolutely.
Love that. I'd like to keep my job. Jackie, lovely. Amazing, thank you so much. No, you're more than welcome. Right, should we do some giveaways? Yeah. Let's do giveaways. Let's do the wool first of all.
Okay.
Which one do you want to do first? Black?
Black's closest, we're going to go black first.
I love this because I can never see the names. If I make this way, which makes this bigger, I think. And then, no, makes it smaller.
No.
So we'll press draw winner. So this is for the wool. The first winner scrambling around now, it is... Bum, bum, bum. Tony Walker and Lisa. Oh, they've done both at the same time.
Oh, there we go.
So Tony and Lisa, congratulations.
Tony, Lisa.
There you go.
There you go.
So Tony...
Gets the black.
L-I-S-A. SA. Lisa,
There we
I will
go.
give proper name shortly.
Congratulations.
Well done. You should have received a message. I set it up. You should have received a message. All I need to know from you is your account details, not your bank details, your HobbyMaker account. Just give me that number and your name and type which name. So Tony, you were the black, and Lisa, you was the red, okay? HobbyMaker will send all those out to you. Now, let's draw the winner for the goodie bag. Behind, you will also receive a message to the winner of this. You need to get in contact. Send us an email, crafterclock@hobbymaker.co.uk. Draw winner. Here we go. I can never see it on any of these. I have to look at the big computer. It is...
There.
Jill Rowland.
There we go.
Well done, Jill
Congratulations.
Rowland. You should have received a message as well. It'll be in your inbox. If you've not, just message me and I'll sort it all out for you. But let's do it that way. Thank you, lovely.
Oh, thank
It's
you
been
for
an
having me.
absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it's flown by.
Have you enjoyed it? We should have really gone a minute ago, but you know, I'm going to stay for I'm going to stay for a little bit longer. Have you enjoyed Soft Crafts on Craft O'Clock? Join me tomorrow. I'm all on my own tomorrow.
Oh.
It is just me. There is no cat. There is no guest tomorrow. We're going to do all things PI. The box is over there. We've got acetates on the show, Versamark on the show, embossing powders, guns on the show as well, like heat guns, all of that. And I'm going to bring back the bus trip. I'm going to bring back the bus trip because I'm on my own and I can. We're going to do the bus trip tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. I will see you then. Be there sharp. I'll see you bright and breezy. Thank you very much. Thank you to you. Thank you to you. I should press these two.